said. Woo! Again, great job, guys. Rose K. Jaronga and Edo Minaro from Statistics. Asanteni sana. Okay. So, okay, you can write us an email. We'll take an email, thank you. Yes, that's true. All right, up next, we'd like to invite somebody who's quite on time for her speech. Madame Esther Pasaris, please come on stage. She'd like to give us a few words, and then we can watch the trailer for what to expect during the festival. Alafu, the most important part, which is the cocktails. Madame Pasaris, please, karibu sana.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to apologize for being late. I would have liked to have been here from the very beginning, but the traffic of Nairobi is horrendous, and I've been to do different parts of the city, Ruaraka, visiting some of the families of the post-election violence, the ones who lost loved ones through gunshot. And yeah, we had to go right into the slums, Kologocho and in Ruaraka. So I'm just going to say good evening, everybody, and all protocols observed, because I don't know who is here, if the Spanish ambassador is here? Yes. The council. Okay, the head of the Spanish ambassador, His Excellency, Mr. Javier Garcia de Vedma, the head of cultural section, Embassy of Spain, Mr. James Almeida, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a joyous moment to join Udada Festival Trust in celebrating their 4th year anniversary, launched in 2014. The festival is the first and only women's film festival in the East Africa region. For the past 3 years, it has showcased over 300 films from more than 30 countries. The festival has offered women filmmakers like Gendo Muki, a female animator, featured in the second Udada edition 2015, a platform to reach audiences beyond borders. To mark this auspicious occasion, Udada Festival Trust is renaming its festival to Mama Africa Festival. And incidentally, I mean, I'm known as Mama Ta, so I feel very connected with, I feel very connected with the name. With this new brand, Mama Africa Film Festival will continue to provide a platform for established and emerging women talent in the industry to exhibit their work, discuss, exchange, and network with each other, the public, and other stakeholders. The first edition of Udada Sisterhood Film Festival, that ran from 24th to 29th October 2014, honored pioneer women filmmakers in Kenya. Prior to this, women filmmakers, especially in Africa, had been relegated to second place. Today, the production showcased here are proof that the film industry has grown in leaps and bounds. I commend Mama Africa Festival and the role it is playing in influencing change in the film industry. The choice of this year's festival theme, Gender, Provoke, Debate, Evolve, highlights the crucial role gender plays in film. Gender stereotypes are issues that have slowly but steadily gained importance in the public space. Film, being a powerful medium and a reflection of reality, offer an opportunity to expose women issues, concerns, and perspective in the societies they live in. Such should be used to spark a deep conversation to encourage intellectual dialogue for mutual respect. The Kenya film industry is the only film industry in Africa where the most critically acclaimed directors are women. Wanuri Kahiu is an award-winning filmmaker whose film, From a Whisper, 2009 won the Africa Academy Movie Academy Awards for Best Director, Best Screenplay, and Best Film, among other awards. Other notable filmmakers like Carol Guta, Alison Gimboini, Liz Njaga, among others, have earned the Kenya film industry attention from the global film-making community. The abundance of talent in the industry does not stop at the producer level. The acclaimed actress Lupita Nyong'o has demonstrated to the world that Kenya is a hotbed of talent. She became the first Kenyan to win an Academy Award for her role in 12 Years a slave as the Best Supporting Actress. It is important to note that one of the challenges that filmmakers continue to face is funding and support. When Jerry Karago, a 44-year-old producer, returned to Kenya in 2001, after 12 years in the United States, she mortgaged her home and land to meet her first local production budget of $180,000 for the film Dangerous Affairs. The film about relationships and the life of young people in Nairobi, released in December 2002, was a hit and led to a fresh wave of enthusiasm for local productions. I believe if we invest in the industry, there are numerous opportunities to turn filmmaking into a great economic contributor and be a source of employment for many creatives. I am aware that as part of its push to support the development of the creative industry, the Kenyan Film Coalition Board has rolled out intergovernmental quarterly forums with stakeholders to upraise the industry on its programs while forging dialogue on industry development matters for growth. I intend to work closely with Kenya Film Classification Board to bring to the global stage the exceptional work of women in film and ensure good governance in areas of development and regulation spanning supervision, taxation, and licensing, among others. Once again, it is a pleasure to be part of Mama Africa Film Festival milestone from impactful development in the film, the television and film industry in Kenya and beyond. Okay, done with the speech. My goodness. Okay, so let me tell you what, I mean, I'm 53, so I need specs, and of course I didn't carry them. And that's small typeface. Wow, stress. I'm absolutely exhausted. But all I can tell you is from the woman representative seat, I don't think we have a major budget in terms of trying to help the industry on the higher level. Mine would be to try and see what we can do at the grassroots, because the stories that need to be told are in the grassroots. And in the grassroots, the emotions that come out of a story, right, can only be depicted by them themselves. So my challenge to all of you in the industry, and I have one of my ladies here, Sabina, who's one of your own, right? Sabina sits in, we've put together a team under the County Woman Representative's Office, and we realized that there is a section of talent, whether it's in film, whether it's in photography, whether it's in music, whether it's in just art, you know, that needs to be tapped. Because it's not just in the middle class and the upper middle class. You know, there is so much that needs to be tapped and unleashed from the bottom up. And I have her in my office, and her, for me, it's how can we come up with funding? And you know, it's really sad to see that she has ideas and she knows people with ideas, they've got the script together, and then just for something like 100,000 shillings, which is 1,000 euros, you find that this opportunity to create so many jobs, to be able to sell it to the television stations is not happening. So from my office, I will try and make sure that some of the Affirmative Action Fund, which is about 7 million shillings per constituency, and we're hoping to get it to be higher, will actually go into production of films where you involve local talent. So that's my commitment to you for my office. And then of course my office is going to be located in the heart of Embakasi and Embakasi Central, the County Woman Representative Office. I've put it there because those are the people that I'm there to serve. And I would love you to engage my office on areas where you feel we can't get our foot in the door, but by virtue of that position that you hold, the women in the film industry require this or that. I will be there to fight your wars with you and for you. So wherever you have challenges and you know that government should support you, I will be there. So I have an open door policy. I think I was invited for this function and I said I will show up. I'm exhausted as hell, but I'm here because it involves women, all right? We have stories to tell. And from the stories, my only thing that I want to tell you is that there are problems, and we can highlight problems, and we can get everybody to go depressed because we are highlighting your lives and the problems. Let's also highlight problems, overcoming the problems, and making it altogether. And there are so many such stories. That will give hope to a nation that has lost all hope in actually being able to come out. I had a maid once who said to me, she said, you know, my father, when he died, he had about 10 acres of land. He had about 10 or 15 sons. And they divided the land. And when they divided the land, you found that the women were not given anything. And she became a housemaid. And she said to me, she said, you know, I'm looking at my father and the land that he had, and that I never got anything. And now I've been married into a family where, again, my husband has died, and they don't feel like I should inherit anything. So I'm looking at my children and I have nothing to give them. I think it's important that we also make people understand that you can give people so much more than assets. The things that are most important in life are not tangible. You know, it's love, it's comfort, it's, mentorship. You can't hold them, but they have lasting impressions on you. Whenever you say to somebody, what made you make it up to here, it's never depicted in an asset. But in Africa, we're groomed to feel that we're nothing unless we own property. I think we need to try and make it norm. You know, like if you look at Lupita, Lupita today is celebrated not because she owns an asset somewhere, but because she has an asset within her that is a talent in acting, you know? And if you look at the best sportsmen, right? Our footballers, our rugby players, it's not because of a land asset that they own, it's because of a talent that is in them. So I really feel that we can spread the word that you're so much more than the tangible assets, right? Everything else in you counts. Thank you so much for listening to me, and have an amazing evening.
Thank you very much for that. So what we are going to do next is run a trailer. Do not get impatient just yet. 2 more things and we're done. We're going to run a trailer so that you can see what to expect during the whole festival, the next 4 days. Show up anywhere you'd like, Multimedia University, Kenyatta University, or Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. Let's go to the trailer, and then after that you can go upstairs and finish what we started. Mr.
Yusuf, ne bakıyorsun lan? Hiç. Kuşlara bakıyorum. Boş ver kuşları, sen şuna bir bak hele.
Bu ne? Öğretmen görmesin.
Yavaş oğlum, tabii ki öğretmen görmeyecek. Kan kardeşisi olacak öğrendim.
Nasıl olmuş?
İşte böyle azıcık kanatacak, parmaklar üst üste, hiç acımıyormuş.
Yalan, acır.
Lan sen nasıl sünnet olacaksın? Sünnette daha çok kesecekler oğlum.
Ben de olmam.
Bundan kaçış yok.
Sadece olanlar mı?
Yusuf, yavaş, sen nereye koşturuyorsun?
Evet, çok sıkıştım.
Kenarda hallet oğlum, kimse yok.
Sana ne? Gelme peşimden.
O işi ne zaman yapacağız?
La donna uscì dalla costola dell'uomo, non dai piedi per essere calpestata, né dalla testa per essere superiore, ma dal lato per essere uguale. Sotto il braccio per essere protetta e accanto al cuore per essere amata.
Alice'nin aklı olmuş.